Hi, welcome friends. Um, Today I'm doing another like a full unboxing video. This is not really boxes to be opened anymore. I was a bit too curious. I really wanted to see what I got. Anyways, before I'm going way too much ahead of myself as usual, um, I've been drinking a lot of Chinese tea, and I really got curious in trying to taste Japanese tea. Now I know in Japan they usually like the majority, vast majority of tea is green tea, right? Like if you ask for like ocha, which just means tea, but to them it is like inferred to be green tea, right? There's some black teas, it's very rare, and well, so I bought a bunch from a seller in Kyoto, Bikoen, and I just wanted to show what I got. I haven't tasted them. Well, I haven't tasted them yet, but I'm glad I found two Japanese stores that kind of effortlessly actually delivered to Belgium. Usually it's a import nightmare, and I try to refrain from importing in Belgium because of it, because it'll get lost for weeks at customs. And this just arrived. You know, I paid a little bit extra, and they're here. So from one of the sellers, I forgot the name of the store. I'll put it in here somewhere so you can see it. I bought a nice Tokoname clay kyusu, so a Japanese style teapot with a side handle. I love it. One of the main reasons why I wanted to have like a really flat one is so it's much more different than the other clay teapot I have, which is a very like a very round one, like a bulbous one. This is a flat one. But also I've heard or read. Let's see, you can see the filter. Nice big filter. Really cool. I read that apparently you need a lot of surface area at the bottom for like high grade Japanese tea to prevent that the leaves start. If I remember correctly, I think it was like you need a lot of surface area, so a lot of water touches each leaf because it's very small leaves. Japanese green tea are usually very small leaves, and also to prevent the leaves, I guess, rubbing to each other, which would also release the catechins faster, which is like what's the word I'm looking for? It's one of them. English can be hard, It's one of the molecules that makes tea bitter. So you want to prevent that to like unleash, to extract too fast. We got there. We managed to go through it. So that's why you got like this large surface area, right? Just to fill it with leaf, add some water. And I'm very fascinated by it because of course I've only been using Chinese tea, and usually when you see the temperature ranges, it's like 80 till 100, right? Like degrees Celsius. 80, 85 for green and white, a bit more if you're daring, and then all the way to like 100 degrees for some oolongs or pours. And here, so let me first show you what I got. So I got this Gyokuro style tea. So this is from the Bikoen. You can see it here on the package. So Kinryu, as you can see here, maybe if you know some kanji, golden dragon, if I'm not mistaken, golden dragon, Kinryu, Gyokuro green tea. And immediately what I see here, it says, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it because it's very fine print, but it says brew 9 grams for each 60 cc at 40 degrees Celsius. That's low, right? So I'm very curious. I'm definitely gonna try it out because I've seen other people say like Gyokuro you can do 70 degrees, 80 degrees. They do mention here that like subsequent brews use shorter steeping times because they do recommend 2 minutes at 40 degrees and then slightly increase temperature and shorten steeping times if you want to go beyond it. But 40 degrees, I was amazed when I read that. So I'm very curious. Kinryu, Golden Dragon, sounds cool. And then I have two senchas. one where I'm very, very curious to eat. So this is Shincha. So it says superior Shincha. So you can see again here, like, you know, like superior new tea, Shincha new tea. So both, I guess I'll show both, right? Wazuka, no idea what that means, unfortunately. But both of these are the sencha. Now, what's special about this one is this shincha, as I've said, as you can read here, which means new tea. And what they mean by this new tea is that this is like the earliest picked tea for sencha that is possible. So it's to differentiate. For example, if you have sencha from last year, that wouldn't be shincha anymore, right? So this one is specifically, I think it's late April, early May is the period when you can do the first picking. So it's apparently highly sought after. Hope it's good. I saw a few, like on one of the like tea places I frequent, I saw someone that I see enjoy Japanese green tea a lot mention this store, and that's why I bought from them, because it seemed to me like this guy knows what he's drinking. So if he's drinking from that, then it's definitely good for me. And here we see again like 70 degrees, right? So that's still very low compared to Chinese teas where you usually see. But now I'm more curious, because I am, maybe I should experiment with 70 degrees, for example, with white tea. Maybe that's something to test out. But yeah, very curious. 40 degrees especially, crazy low. So this is what is it? Tablespoon, yeah, whatever. But yeah, 70 degrees. Not a lot of infusions are recommended on this package, right? Like 2, and the other one has, like, I think it says 3. So it's not like, for example, like an oolong or like a nice raw pour where you can just keep going. Or maybe you can. I'm definitely gonna try to just see when it stops being nice. And then we have the other sencha, right? So this is also, I guess, I'm sure it's very good tea, right? But it's supposed to be a like less tea compared to this one, like a lesser tea. I think this one was actually more expensive, funnily enough. So maybe Wazuka. I need to check it out. Like I said, I am very new at Japanese. This is literally the first Japanese teas I've held in my hands. So I still need to do a lot of research. All is from Kyoto, all 3 of them. So what I'm especially curious, because I have drank like matcha and gyokuro a long time ago when I was in Tokyo. So I have no idea if that was like high quality or low quality. But the big difference that you do taste, because I am not a big green tea drinker in general, but when I drink green tea, like Chinese green tea, what I think of is like it's a bit more nutty, like more that style, like this nutty umami, I guess, funnily enough, flavors. While especially the gyokuro that I had back then, it was more like very like a vegetal, like spinach and stuff, like a bit sweet, like some sweet potato, like sweet vegetal taste. So I'm very curious if this will be the same. Now the reason for that apparently is just the way they process it in China. Green tea usually is, when it's picked and then they try to dry it, it's dried through pan frying, roasting. They used to do it with steaming a long time ago, but they changed it to pan frying and other methods to fix the taste by killing off the enzymes with heat. Now, when it came over to Japan, I guess they were still doing the steaming in China, and so Japan took it over and also steamed, and they still steam their leaves, which is one of the main reasons why there is such a difference in taste profile. Of course, there's much more to it, but these changes in processes is like a very big factor. Also, from once again what I read, in Japan, the farms, the crops are like growing in shade, like a big other trees or other structures. Like they provide shade for the leaves, and it's more like they try to guide the flavor of the tea through cultivation, if that makes sense. Like they try the best, like that the tea grows into that taste, and then they pluck it and process it. While in China, it's more about what you do after it. Like the growth of the leaf itself is more dependent of the terroir, right? Just the general area, type of ground, the type of insects that live there, the activity that's going on, height, all that stuff. But they don't really try to guide it into a certain direction when it's growing, and it's more like after when they got that leaf that's then influenced by the terroir, and then they will do their own things with it, right? Like the pan frying or the roasting, maybe they'll get like a bit more of a charcoal taste. It's more like the process afterwards that dictates how it's supposed to be, how it is supposed to taste by the tea master, instead of apparently seemingly being well, that was a structure in Japan where they like try to grow the leaf with the perfect taste. Yeah, that's what I read. So I don't know if that's if you know, please let me know. I'm very curious. But yeah, really short video. I just wanted to show this because I'm quite excited. I like this pot a lot. Wasn't that expensive. So silly that I forgot the name, but I'll put it in there. Once again, if you guys want to see a nice look, so Tokoname clay. I think it's probably the most well-known clay from Japan, from the Tokoname region. Yeah, look at that. A little seal here. So I guess like the best way is probably like you fill it like this, pour it like that, maybe. And then these trees, I kind of want to open them and show how the leaves look, but I won't do that now. I'll probably do it if I record a tasting video with these, which will probably happen. Then we'll see it regardless. Right. So Kinryu, I'm getting mixed up. Superior Shincha, and of course the Wazuka. So very curious, very excited. Yeah, stay tuned for videos where I'll probably be tasting them. That's going to be about it for me. Just wanted to quickly do this. Like, I was too excited. I opened the boxes too early. I had to check, especially because I wanted to see if there was hopefully no damage to the teapot, which luckily there wasn't. So not really an unboxing, more like an unveiling, I guess. Either way, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.